we had a game plan to outbox him, and I thought we did that. I thought his defense was impeccable. I thought he blocked a lot of shots. I think they gave a lot of points for not scoring a lot of shots, but he landed a lot of combinations. I thought he fought a good fight. It was a good close fight, good competitive fight, good for boxing, but I thought we had the edge at the end, but it went the other way, and that's life.
Mr. Roach, what do you think about Miguel Cotto's now future after this fight? 35 years old, very much wars. What do you think he should do right now, and why didn't he come to the press conference? Personal situation or something, health or whatever?
He's disappointed, and and he felt that we outscored Canelo in this fight. We landed a lot of combinations, and our defense was again very good. But he cares enough, but he's just disappointed right now, and the thing is, I thought he fought a good fight. I think he has a future of a couple more fights in him, if they're the right fights, but we're getting close to the end, and he's had a great career, and I'd like to say maybe a rematch, but we'll see.
Hey Freddie, two things. Do you think Miguel didn't throw the left hook enough? I know he was throwing a ton of jabs in there tonight, but you seemed like after a while he maybe had him set up for a left hook. And then secondly, and he didn't throw it. And then secondly, I wanted to ask you, can you kind of break down, in your opinion, how Canelo would match up with Golovkin?
Well, the thing is, our plan was to outbox him, and our plan was to out jab. We thought the jab would work well, and it did in the fight. And we weren't going after the hook as much as usual because we were working behind the jab, and then the right hand behind that worked sometimes, but not enough. But maybe we should have went with the hook a little bit more. But the thing is, we did. We fought the hard fight. We did the best we could. And what do I think about Canelo and who? Triple G, that's a great fight. I mean, you got two tough guys, two real strong guys. Both guys can punch very well. I'd like to see that fight.
Freddie, was there anything you felt like Miguel could have done differently or done more to pull out the fight? And what did you think of Canelo's performance tonight?
Well, he fought a good fight, but the thing is, I thought Miguel was landing the jab very well, but he was giving up the slack, and I thought he should have backed him up a little bit more. I would have thought we'd have more success with that, but I still think he outscored him along the way. But the thing is, it was very competitive, good fight, good for boxing, good for the boxing world for sure.
Hi, Freddie, right here. If you could talk about the size factor, because obviously Canelo swelled up a little bit. Cotto wasn't able to really move him with his punches, it seemed. Do you think that it'd be wise for Cotto to go back to 54? Is that what you'd like him to do in his next fight?
Yeah, it's definitely an option that we'll pursue, definitely, because, going into the fight, he weighs like 159 and his opponent weighs like 175, and he was a bigger, stronger guy, and we did have trouble backing him up. He came forward a lot in the fight, but I don't think just coming forward wins fights, though. I mean, I know he threw a lot of punches. I know he landed some good shots, but we blocked a hell of a lot of shots also. I mean, I still think that we outscored him number-wise, but again, like Oscar, I'm not a judge, but I thought he won. But
thank you.
So, seeing as you think that you won the fight, how exactly do you now motivate Cotto from this point forward? Because it sounds like you think you did enough in this fight. So then,
well, I think I motivated him enough between rounds to go out and win rounds, and there were a couple rounds that I told him that he gave away and that he needed to to be more offensive and back his opponent up, and he went out and he did what I asked him, I thought. And you know, even HBO after the 10th round talked to me, and I wasn't really concerned. I mean, all four of my cornermen, none of us were concerned about losing the fight. We all had our guy ahead. So, but you know, but I guess the judges had it hard. But what really bothered me was the scoring was bad, I thought, because the scores, we didn't lose the fight by that much. There's no fucking, oh, I'm sorry. There's no way. But, you know, I did say some things about the commission and about people, and I mean, I just, you know, I was mad. I apologize if I offended anybody, but I still think we won the fight, though. I mean, the thing is, I thought he listened to me very well in the corner, and I don't think I had to motivate him any more than I did. Well, you know, now you're gonna ask me what rounds. You think I can remember that? Like, I don't keep a scorecard in my pocket. Sorry. Jesus Christ.
Fred.
Yes.
Freddie, right here. Freddie, did you think Miguel stayed in the pocket sometimes too long when he shot in his combinations and didn't move out of the ways quick enough?
Yeah, you know, the thing is, I wanted him to use angles a lot more, and I wanted him to throw combinations and use the angles or get out of danger. And a couple of times he stayed right in front of him and exchanged with him, and those weren't his best rounds. And I thought his boxing and his footwork was pretty good, but the thing is, I think we needed. I think we could have done a little bit better. Yes.
Freddie, was Canelo more than what you guys expected? How much has he improved?
He was more than I expected. Yes, he's improved a lot. I think he's become a better fighter. He's you know, a young kid coming up, and again, I think from his last fight he looked better in this fight, and he's fighting better opponents and higher caliber guys, and you know, again, like him and Triple G, I'd love to see that fight.
This will be the last question.
Freddie, if there's such a great disappointment from Miguel, do you think that this is it for him? Do you think, are you going to talk to him about retirement?
I'm sure we'll talk about it and see how he feels. And but you know, the way he works in the gym, his work ethic, and he works so hard, and I don't think that it's over. But the thing is, but we will have to discuss that, and we'll have a long talk about that, and we will make the right decision, because I care about my fighters, and if it's over, it's over. And if you know, but I guess we'll have to see on that one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.